I think we have to take a step back and see how digital transformation actually evolved in India in most organizations, and how things were a couple of years back. So, one of the easiest ways to look at the digital transformation was to use mobile computing and to use something to do with the customer experience, and this was largely driven by the CMO piece. So, if you are looking at trying to transform the customer experience using technology and using the digital channels, then you are driving one part of the organization, and which was done largely by the CMO. But what is important, as I said earlier, is that when you are talking about digital transformation, it has to cover the entire ecosystem of the business and not just the front end. So, if the CMO is on the driving seat, the focus will be more on the customer experience and how you can have better customer experience, how you can get more acquisition of customers, and so on and so forth. If the CFO is driving the digital transformation, it will be more on cost transformation and how digital technologies can help better supplier management and better cost transformation in the business process. But if the CIO gets into the driving seat, which I think they should, is then they have a full view of an integrated view of the digital transformation, and which is extremely important. So, if you look at things today, if you are having a Facebook page of your company and you have say 1 million likes, do you really know them, who these 1 million people are? And the reason is because your front end is not integrated back to the CRM, because the CRM does not know who these Facebook people who have liked the Facebook page are, and therefore the integration is important. Now, who in this organization is going to bring about that integration? Who in the organization is going to have a complete view of how each part of the processes will work and integrate towards each other? It will be CIO. So, I think CIOs have a very important role to play in the digital transformation, and they have to come onto the driving seat to see how digital transformation helps each and every element across the three large pillars, whether it is customers, whether it is suppliers and ecosystem, and whether it is the business processes, and largely the employees, because the employees' productivity is also on the top of the agenda for any organization, and digital transformation impacts that as well. So, I think CIOs have to come on the driving seat and will drive digital transformation. I think we have been seeing a couple of new technology areas coming up, and some of them have been adopted very fast, some are not so fast, and so on and so forth. But few things are which will define probably 2018, which will continue to define, and this is as a result of the research which BT conducted across the globe I was mentioning about, is big data is going to be big. It's going to be bigger. And its impact and analysis is going to be further used for increasing efficiencies and productivity and better digital experience for the customers. Second will be social. Social is going to be still bigger and more business centric. Third will be your cloud computing, how cloud computing will be increasing, how companies will talk about cloud first as part of their infrastructure and not cloud as also part of their infrastructure. And fourthly, the one big thing which is coming up very fast is blockchain. So, these are the four big technology trends which will possibly define 2018 and beyond.